Hey, so I'm sorry I didn't make a video last week. I was very busy and it was a rough week, okay? So, I'm sorry about that. So, I'm just gonna rather than catch up, I'm just gonna kind of ignore last week of television. And I don't have any notes. I just wanted to say a couple of, like, small things. Mostly Gossip Girl. Maybe a little How I Met Your Mother, and maybe a little Parenthood. We'll spice it up a little bit, okay? Because mostly that's what I've watched this week. Okay, so Gossip Girl, okay. I have mixed feelings about the whole dance book thing because he's being upfront about it. Like, it's creative license. He's not trying to, like, make fun of his friends. Like, they're his friends. He's not trying to be rude about it, okay? He was taking, don't we all sometimes feel like we could take our life and turn it into something ridiculous? Because I feel like my life could be a sitcom sometimes. So, I mean, and like, I don't think people should be offended so much, okay? I just don't. And like, and here's the thing I really kind of need clarified. If anyone could tell me, that'd be great. Because I was under the impression that Dan had written this book, like, a while ago, because from what, like, his portrayal of, like, Serena, and even Chuck kind of seems very old, but at a certain point I kind of think it's newer because of the whole Blair stuff, and then the stuff his dad's married to Lily, or whatever the character's dad's married to, whatever. Okay, so that is, and that seems like it's more recent. So I'm not sure when he wrote this book, because I think that makes a difference, because he wasn't as good of friends with Chuck and with Blair, and even with Nate as he is now, the last couple of years. Okay, and I just don't think people should be so offended. Because, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think people should be so offended about it. And, like, okay, he should have changed the names, like, a lot more than he did. Because it's a little obvious at this point. But, I mean, I don't think people should be so mad. And you know what? Serena is vapid and selfish and an idiot. So she shouldn't be so offended because he just portrayed her accurately. Okay, and Chuck broke my heart. I love when him and Lily interact. Like, I think they have a great relationship. So he broke my heart a little bit. Rufus should not have been mad. Because, okay, a little upset, but not so much mad, because, honestly, that's probably how a lot of other people see Rufus. Not Dan, but other people. You know? So, Serena shouldn't be mad. Blair, I mean, shouldn't really be mad. I guess she could be mad because people are really gonna think that they slept together, even though they didn't. Whatever. And Nate, I loved that Nate just wanted to know if he had game in the book. He didn't care that he was gay. He was like, alright, that's cool. I kind of think it's because maybe Nate's gay. Nate and Dan, I used to think they dated a little bit. Okay, and that was great. And Chuck thought his character should have been gay. That was great. But, so, Chuck needs to stop being sad. Okay, and here was one note that I did have on my last sheet for last week's Gossip Girl that I didn't mention, that I want to mention now, is that I kind of feel like that Blair didn't open the envelope. I think that she didn't open it, and I think she just decided to have Louis be the father. So I do not think that she opened the envelope, and I think that it's going to come out later that Chuck is the father. Because, okay, Louis, if I was dating Blair, I would have some issues trusting her as well, okay? But this whole back and forth thing, they just need to decide one way or the other if they're going to be together or not, because, like, they break up every week, I swear. It's getting a little much, okay? So they need to, like, move this along. Yes, and so Serena, she's back to being annoying. Great. And you know what, Nate is, like, the most useless character now that Vanessa and Jenny are gone. So, I mean, Nate shouldn't be so offended that he was the useless character in the book, too. I don't know, this whole book thing is kind of, I think it's interesting. I like kind of where it's going. But I think people are taking it way too seriously. Yeah, and I hope that Chuck doesn't get all depressed. I love his dog. He's so cute with his dog. Okay. So, I think that was all I had. How I Met Your Mother, much better this week, for sure. Like, it started off very slow. It needed to, like, pick up the pace and, like, get good, because it wasn't awesome, I don't think. But so, it seems much better now. This episode was much better, anyway. I loved when he, like, freaked out, when Robin's boyfriend, like, freaked out and was like, you guys are a bunch of codependent, incestuous, Like, that was hysterical. 'Cause they do have some issues, but that's okay. That's the best part of having, like, a really comfortable, like, family group of friends. So that was really funny. Cute, they're having a boy. Adorable. What else happened? Oh, yeah, Ted needs to just find the mom. I'm not looking forward to Katie Holmes being the woman next week, or 2 weeks, okay, the slutty pumpkin. That's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, so I guess I'm getting anxious for him to find the mom, because I understand the mom is, like, the end goal, but at a certain point, I think it would be fun, too, to have him be dating, like, not say that she's the mom. Just have her be dating this woman, or have Ted be dating this woman for, like, half a season, and then be like, oh, by the way, it's your mom, and like completely forget to mention it. Like, wouldn't that be funny? Yeah. Okay, and then Parenthood, I think, has been very good lately. I'm really liking Parenthood this season. Lauren Graham is amazing. I hate Zeke, right? Like, he's a douche. Like, if he was my dad, we would probably not be on speaking terms, because he just, like, his kids are grown. He needs to let them be adults, and he doesn't let them be adults. And, so, good for Joel. Joel, by the way, is my favorite character in Parenthood. He's wonderful and underappreciated and basically the perfect husband. So, Joel's my favorite, and good for him for growing a pair and telling Zeke what was up. So, he was awesome. Sarah, I understand she wants her, you know, to help, what's his name, Seth, get his life together so he can be in his kids' lives, but honestly, his kids don't want them in their lives. So, I'm kind of like, good for her for sticking to her guns, but at the same time, Amber doesn't want anything to do with her dad. Drew's kind of indifferent about it, so I just am like, you know, okay, CeeLo, that was cool, I guess. It wasn't very cool that everyone left Christina to take care of the baby by themselves, or by herself, and everyone just peaced out. No one really cared about the baby. I liked that there was a Max Light episode, because Max gets on my nerves. I don't feel like he has Asperger's. I kind of feel like he's annoying sometimes. Because I know people with Asperger's, okay? So it's not like I'm being, like, rude. Sometimes Max is just grates on my nerves a little bit. So, yeah. But it was cool, and the little moment with Hattie and her mom at the end made me miss my mommy. But, so I thought that was a pretty good episode, too. Castle was okay. So we're working our way towards, slowly but surely, we're working our way towards getting them together. So that was really, I feel like, the only relevantness of this episode. I want to see more of Lainey and Esposito together. I really like them. I would like to see some more interactions with them, por favor. Supernatural. Oh, with Joe, that was good. Yeah, I love Joe, and Dean is breaking my heart, and I've read this somewhere, and I think it's true. I think Dean is becoming an alcoholic, and I think we need to address this. So yeah, really good episode. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of catch up a little bit, and hopefully I'll make another video maybe over the weekend. Okay, so have a great rest of the week. Bye.